footwork fantastic. Dominating every facet. Treat the pocket like plastic. They're gonna blitz, pass it. Got it on smash. Put on the gas. I will not crash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash.
Coach, thank you. Well, you folks at home can see the evidence. Snow and supposedly a few inches yet to fall here at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Toronto Thunderbirds and the Philadelphia Eagles. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
Ready! 60 Pittsburgh. All day, dog. Tight dog, go!
They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Give them 19 there as the drive marches forward.
Get ready. Shoot!
Now back to throw. Looking for Sanders, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And the defense could not have written a much better script than that first drive, pick six.
The offense never got a chance to really get oiled up there, did they? But the defense, they certainly got in gear. What a big-time play and a great way for them to start.
And now the offense, they've got to turn things around and figure this out because your backs are on the ground real quickly.
Yeah, usually when you're starting the game, getting the ball, 0-0 is the only score you're worried about. Now the second time you get it, you're already down a touchdown.
And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. After the pick six, they go right back to the air. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
In trouble, and he's taken down.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the scrambler or the dodge.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. And they will finally bring this run back to an end, but not before he's down inside the 5-yard line at the 4. Suddenly it's first and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Leonard Fournette hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. Extra point through the snowflakes, up and good. And it's now 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Charles, Thursday night game. I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. On third down, they turn to Sanders. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. When you're down early, how do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
Let's go now. 70, Indy.
That's the way.
Let's go.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards. 2nd and 2. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
So this is what happens when you throw interceptions. That confident veneer that you have is chipped away a little bit. Maybe a little bit gun-shy throwing it around.
Yeah, underthrowing him there, and you're right. Those interceptions may be in the back of his mind.
Let's go. Hey, Mike 52. Mike 52.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. The Sanders has got it complete. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on third down. He'll drop to throw. And that's complete to Sanders. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. Give him 6 yards in the first down.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
52. We want this. Sponge. No. Get it.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13.
Hey, Echo.
Check 52's the mic. Check 52's the mic. I got one. 52.
2nd and 13. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw. He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end, over the middle. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
The Eagles into the red zone for the first time. They have a 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Under 10. Kill.
They go back to the ground with Sanders. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And just like that, it's 3rd down. Now Sanders. And he'll take this one down inside the 5 to the 3. It's a pickup of 3, but it brings up what will be an interesting 4th and 1. Going for it with Sanders. Going absolutely nowhere. He'll wind up losing a yard or 2. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the 1st down. And that will force a turnover on downs. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Haskins from his own end zone. That'll be taken in there by James Washington. And they'll mark him down right around the 9, just shy of the 10. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
7 yards. And it's 3rd down.
53's the mic. 53. Check 53.
3rd down. Here's Haskins. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
Here we go, D. Get off the field. Back. SOS. Check three. Let's go. Get set.
Now Haskins on 1st down. And it's complete. He gets this one to Washington. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. Again, it's Haskins. Got an open man. It's Washington. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 7 yards there and a 1st down. Haskins and the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. He's going to launch it for Washington. And it's knocked away and incomplete. James Washington was the intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, Haskins on 3rd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And this will do the job nicely as that'll be out of bounds just inside the 10-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
They'll drop the throw. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. 2 minutes to play first half. It's 14-0. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend.
No, check that. We got Mike 52 right here.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard.
4 down, 4 down.
They'll try and throw for it here. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. And this results in 6. Touchdown. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. So now 2 pick sixes that he's thrown in this first half of play. Where do you go from here?
Well, number one, make sure you keep your poise. Make sure you go to the sideline after throwing this second one, and you look like you're still in charge, that you're still the guy, because your team's going to feed off of you. And if you're having your hands on your head or shaking your head and walking with your head down, guess what? They're not going to rally at all.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And this, you'd hate to say that a drive in the first half must end in points, but you're down 21-0. They're going to have to get something going fairly quickly.
I would agree totally with that, because if you're going to mount the comeback, it's going to have to come in bits and pieces. It doesn't just all come at one time, right? We haven't seen anything more than a 6-point touchdown ever in this game, right? So that's how it has to be done. Get points on the board now. Start your comeback, but you're exactly right. Let's get it going right here in this spot.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll set up to throw. Going up top. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked by Kendall Fuller, and his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Flush to his right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Flushed out right. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
52's the mic right here, over there, right? 52's the mic.
Back to throw now in his own end zone. He sets to fire deep. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Ronald Darby. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Mike, 53. 53, Mike.
after the turnover. Here's Haskins. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. 12 yards as they get to reset the sticks. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash, it's a 42-yard attempt. And this one is right through. And that will finish off this third quarter of play. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and the Hands team does its job. They're able to secure it. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators. They sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I guarantee you he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach. We can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
Now on 2nd and 13. Haskins. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Darren Lee picks it. But they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter defensively. They did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
Bravo. We got 4.
He'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And this defense will take over right at midfield. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll make this a second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Now it's Haskins, and his pass incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
And he finds McLaurin. A third down conversion with a strong gain of 14. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They go play action with Haskins. He'll buy some time right. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, second down. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be third down. To throw on third down. Haskins. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. Haskins now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Now Haskins. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal. Out of the shotgun, Haskins. And he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year as his guys continue to pour it on. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead will swell by 1 more. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times?
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. 2nd and 13. And the pressure gets to him again. Matthew Ioannidis in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Hey, Alpha.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And now here is another interception. Picked off near the 42. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
Come on, boy. Wait. Don't be so.
On 1st down, it's Haskins. Complete to Washington. And all the way in for the touchdown. James Washington, his 9th touchdown of the season. And that interception key as it leads to the touchdown. Point after, right down the middle. And that will extend this big lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes where those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that, and thus far they've been successful.
They get 5, and it will go ahead and move the chains. They'll set up a throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A big play there. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Eagles able to get this back to within at least some measure of respectability. Elliott good on the extra point, so they do get 1 score back, but still a long way to go here in the 3rd quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This is taken near the 13. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
it certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, I bet you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. On 3rd and 1, it's Haskins. Looking downfield for Godwin. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown! Chris Godwin with touchdown number 7 on the year, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game: defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game, and privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching, and he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Shotgun snap, and then the give to Sanders. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 30 big ones. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Now a man open down the middle of the field. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. 2nd and 3. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia. They'll look to throw now on first down. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. A 5-yard gain there makes it 1st and goal. They'll run with Sanders. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. 2nd and goal from inside the 5.
Bang, 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 bang. Shoot, shoot, shoot. Kill, 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 kill. Hey, turn it up, turn it up. Now.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Eagles are able to eat in just a bit to this sizable deficit. Elliott good with a PAT as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead.
And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Ready? 10-2 stop. 52. Hey, Charlie. Quick. No.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that's complete to Sanders. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and it'll bring up a second down. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. 2nd and 9 now. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Christian Kirk, the man he was looking for, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Recon, 132 fighter.
Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the 1st down. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
It's 4th down.
They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
Team 6. 57's Mike. Here we go, D. Here I come.
57's the Mike. 57's the Mike.
Hey, Foxtrot.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Got 4 down. Go. Hit it.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he connects with Ertz. But no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
General West.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 11. And the return will stop right around the 25. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Haskins going to try to throw it. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete.
The 2nd down pass. Complete to Leonard Fournette. A gain of 9. Brings up
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. Haskins will throw.
And Brandon, this is where it pays to have a big back who can take over a football.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Levante David. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Strip the ball. Strip that ball. 52's the Mike. Watch Mike. Get your swerve on. Mike 52. Ready.
2nd and 10. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. They're going to look to throw. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Oh, this offense is staying put. They're just 1 for 4 in these situations so far, but they're going again on 4th down. He'll drop to throw. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 23, the 40, past the 20. And this will be a touchdown. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick six makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or two.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle.
Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it. No. Check that. Hurry. Now.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for our visitors, it's a 10th win on the year as they move to 10-3. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, any slim hopes they had at a playoff berth gone now as they drop to 4-9. And they'll try to turn it around next week as they head to Atlanta for a matchup with the Falcons. So